Alright, hello everyone, this is Rasta Man, Fantasy Rasta. I'm back. I'm here to talk to you guys today about NFL Week 10 and just go over my team sheet real quick, NFL team sheet. Some of you may be new, so just to kind of give you a recap and just so you know, you can follow me on Twitter at fantasy Rasta, or you can follow me on Instagram at fantasy Rasta. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Now, as far as with getting access to the team sheet here, you've got to go to the dfscave.com. They're actually running a promotion where you can get access to the site, get premium membership for a week free. So if that's something you want to take advantage of, I highly recommend it. And go ahead and just see what we've got over there. So let me just go ahead and jump right into this. First, what you see here are the teams that are playing on the slate. I included the Monday game. And then you see the categories here, in which you kind of want to use when you find the team that you like, or if you have a team that you like. These are certain categories that you probably want to attack as far as finding players within that team. So, for example, you've got the first team we could use as an example. My favorite team, the Bucks. They've got a score of 4.25. They're actually tied with the Giants and with Minnesota. The Bucks have red zone upside, rushing yard upside, passing yard upside, and yardage upside. So when you see red zone upside, you think of red zone receivers, you think of running backs that get the ball in the red zone or goal line. Rushing yard upside, obviously running backs. Passing yard upside is going to be your receivers. The yardage upside is going to be your quarterback, running back, tight end, receiver. So if you see yardage upside with an asterisk, and you see other categories like passing yards, so it's probably a good bet that you're going to see the quarterback throw a lot of yards to the receivers. So that's just kind of how it's set up. The Giants, I'm just going to go through a couple examples just to make sure everyone has an understanding. The Giants, you see there's red zone upside, there's passing upside, passing yardage upside. So you're going to want to think of a red zone target. It's going to be Sterling Shepard, a running back who's going to get the ball in the red zone, Darkwa. Passing yardage upside, oh look, a receiver, Sterling Shepard. So you can consider Sterling Shepard here. Now, just to clarify, because there isn't an asterisk here, does not mean that I don't think that players that correlate to these stats are bad plays. What I'm doing here is actually what I'm trying to pick out are trends within the team. So if you don't see an asterisk, basically what that's saying is that I don't see anything that says that they're going to have a huge game or a game out of the ordinary. So I'm not saying that they're going to have a bad game. I'm not saying that they're going to have an average game. I just don't think that they're going to have a huge game. There's nothing that's showing. I'm not saying there's nothing, but I'm saying based on the indicators that I use, they aren't fitting the categories as far as what I've got for each team and the things that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to keep moving on. Minnesota. 4.25 score, rushing yards. So Jerick McKinnon comes into play here. Again, with a 4.25 score, that doesn't mean ignore these guys. You still got to consider the the red zone upside. Who's going to get the red zone targets? Who's going to be running the ball in the red zone? So that like Latavius Murray's also in play here. Passing yardage upside. Again because of the score. So you got Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen. Yardage upside. If you trust Case Keenum, give him a look because of the score. Again, Cincinnati's, we'll do this one. Cincinnati, rushing yards, passing yards, yardage upside, quarterback, wide receiver, or tight end. That applies to passing yards, especially when you see the yardage upside. And rushing yardage upside, running back. So A.J. Green, Joe Mixon, Andy Dalton would fit that bill. Buffalo, red zone upside, rushing yardage, passing yardage upside. So typically when you see a rushing yardage upside and a passing yardage upside, you're going to think of the wide receiver and the running back. Red zone upside, you're going to think of the wide receiver catching the touchdown in the end zone, or the running back that's getting the goal line carries. So when you see rushing yardage upside and passing yardage upside with an asterisk, you also want to consider running backs that catch the ball. So with Buffalo, LaShawn McCoy fits the bill for all of these. Passing yardage upside, rushing yardage upside, and he's going to get the red zone and goal line carries. So that would make McCoy a strong play. It would also make Tyrod Taylor a strong play because passing yardage, rushing yardage, red zone upside. So that's just a few examples. That's just the way it works, all the way down. And again, to clarify, so I can give you one last example. Jacksonville and the Jets don't have any asterisks by them. Again, all I'm saying is that I don't see anything that is indicating to me that they're gonna have huge games. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna be bad play. That there aren't any plays within the team. I'm just saying I don't see the team as a whole having a huge game based on just the team score. So what I'm gonna do now is jump over to the game score. So the game score, you'll notice, oh look, there's the Jets. They're on the #1 game rank, and they're playing the Bucks. Tampa Bay Jets, #1 game rank, 44 Vegas point spread at the time that I wrote this. And then they have a score of 3.75, which is also tied with the Giants, who are tied for first place as far as the game rank. Should probably change that. And then with a 3.75 score, but their Vegas total is a little bit lower. So because of the fact that they're in the top game that I have ranked, well, then you want to consider some Jets players. You might, even though there's no asterisk here, you may want to pick a player that you like, or a player that might be high upside, or a player that's going to be chalky. So with the Jets, probably going to want to think of Bilal Powell this week, Robbie Anderson. With Jacksonville, you're going to want to think of Fournette. That's probably it. Maybe their defense. I guess you can consider their defense as well, since they're not. Oh yeah, they are. They're right here. But still, Jacksonville's defense. This doesn't apply to defense, so don't even worry about that. But yeah, so basically that's how it works. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter at Fantasy Rasta, Instagram at Fantasy Rasta. Check us out at the DFS Cave. And don't forget, we're running a promotion. You get 1 week free. Go on to the site and check out all the cool stuff we have. We've got videos, we've got articles, and then I wish you guys the best this week, and hope you take down the tournament.